Welcome to Heidelberger Kunstverein. My name is Mehveş Ungan and we are in the exhibition Sex Reenchanted. It's a feminist group exhibition, consists of 8 international artists. We are showing how can sensuality and desire emerge from the shadows of histories of colonialism, slavery and misogynistic components of modern medicine. In answering this question, the exhibition draws on pre-capitalist narratives and art forms that have been partly forgotten and partly suppressed. How can feminists appropriate historical practices and forms of knowledge in line with Silvia Federici's call for a re-enchantment of the world? At the entrance, we are introduced to the exhibition with Monia Ben Hamouda's Venus as a River. She is an Italian-Tunisian artist whose father is an Islamic calligrapher. And in this work, she references the early Christian martyr Saint Agatha, whose breasts were cut off as punishment for her desire to remain chaste for God. In the history of European art, there are paintings of Saint Agatha as a beautiful young woman, proudly holding her sacrificed breast on a silver plate. Ben Hamouda, however, opens up a comparison between religions through the use of Islamic calligraphy on Christian symbols of self-sacrifice for faith. Is the promotion of an ascetic life and the praise of chastity common to all religions? In this exhibition, we are showing 2 series of bahname by CANAN, by the Turkish artist CANAN. One group consists of 8 miniatures, and these are showing genitals as couples. And the other series shows Ottoman sexual manuals and couples who are having sex. For the works of Monia Ben Hamouda, we ask, is the promotion of an ascetic life and the praise of chastity common to all religions? CANAN's Bahname series answer the last question. These contemporary works not only imitate the historical manuscript style, commonly referred as miniature, but also quote the Ottoman Book of Sex word for word. This genre, called bahname, consisted of books that circulated from the 8th to the 19th century. Here, the categorization of genitals has only one purpose: to please women. In each work, a vulva or vagina type is described in detail in order to find a suitable mate for it. This is a discourse before modernity, filled with humor and aimed at intensifying sexual pleasure. And the most fascinating piece in the series is this one with 2 vulvas. Without problematizing it, the Ottomans explained that some women have no interest in men and prefer to rub themselves against other women. Today, with the rise of neo-fascism, queer rights are under attack globally. At the same time, these issues are being instrumentalized as a propaganda narrative against Muslims, with Islam being portrayed as a misogynistic, repressive religion. However, the truth is that many countries criminalized homosexuality under colonial rule. For instance, India. In India, the homosexuality was criminalized under British rule. And this work by Şafak Şule Kemancı is made for this exhibition, and it's a 20-meter long wallpaper. Looking at queer rights from a different angle was one of the goals of this exhibition. In this wallpaper, you can see that Şafak Şule Kemancı created botanic forms inspired by the movement eco-sexuality, which celebrates the interconnectedness of all living beings, and they want to fight for environmental rights in the context of love. Kemancı expresses lesbian desire for bodily fluids and interaction through botanical forms. Likewise, as a queer artist, Zoe Williams explores the boundaries of ceramics for tactile and decadent erotic forms. Now we are in the Şahmeran's room. It's an installation by the artist CANAN, who painted the miniatures of bahname. The hybrid figure, half snake, half woman. The title Sex Reenchanted can be understood in this room by Şahmeran. It's a return to fairy tales from the colorless narratives of neoliberalism. This is a well-known epic from Turkey. It's not only a love story between a female monster and man, but also it's Canan's loyalty to the tradition. The artist sees this space as a three-dimensional miniatures full of colors, flowers, and even scents. What is very interesting about this figure, it's a talisman in Turkish culture, and it's not a negative figure like other female monsters in the Greek and Christian culture. A similar immersive experience is offered by Dalila Dalléas Bouzar Infinite Vessel. It's a monumental 30-meter long embroidery, and the figures are inspired by the prehistorical rocky plateau in southern Algeria in the Sahara Desert. The artist, who worked with Algerian women to create this monumental work, traces sacred eroticism through the power of archaic images. Now we are in the installation Melody for a Harem Girl by the Albanian German artist Anna Ehrenstein. The most figurative part of Melody for a Harem Girl by the Sea is a sculpture depicting the artist's own 3D Orientalist avatar with a sad face and a hijab phone. We watch a short video on the phone screen attached to the figure's hijab. The video is a collage of various internet content showing the different forms of European reactions to the veiled Muslim women. When white feminists cut off a small piece of their hair to stand with Iranian women, are they aware of that this gesture could also be perceived as a complicity with certain forms of war propaganda that claim to liberate women in the Arab world. The veil headscarf was a form of obsession in the colonial mentality, and it's still a very important aspect in the discussions.